Cool. So I'm on page 108 of the Millionaire Real Estate Agent. It's been a while since we've done this, so let's go for it. This is my playbook. It's my playbook because I am in the process of becoming a millionaire real estate agent. I am in the process of grossing $1 million a year selling real estate, netting $1 million a year selling real estate, receiving $1 million a year from my real estate business, and then finally giving away $1 million a year because I walk like, talk like, look like, and have the checkbook of a millionaire real estate agent. Because I walk like, talk like, look like, and have the checkbook of a millionaire real estate agent. It's an affirmation. Write it down. Now, if I wanted to earn $1 million a year selling real estate, this is my playbook. If I was in the movie The Wizard of Oz and my destination is the Emerald City, how do I get there? Follow the Yellow Brick Road. This is your Yellow Brick Road. It's just that simple. It leads to a business that nets you $1 million a year or whatever your goal is. It doesn't go anywhere else. That's where it goes. It's your Yellow Brick Road. All right, page 108. The 8 goal categories, I'm on the top of the page. The 8 goal categories of the Millionaire Real Estate Agent is about knowing your numbers. Top producing professionals know their numbers. Always. You simply cannot run a business properly without tracking expenses and the results you net from your efforts. It is about guiding you through and focusing you during the goal setting process. Now, middle of the page, there are 2 sets of numbers that the millionaire real estate agent is always aware of: goal numbers and actual numbers. So there are 2 sets of numbers that you are always aware of: goal numbers and actual numbers. I'm going to get back to this in a moment, but might as well go ahead and do it right now. All right, down the left side of the sheet of a paper, write GROW, G-R-O-W. G is, what is your goal? R is, what is your reality? Did I spell that right? Carissa? Thank you. Did I? Good. I have my teacher on the front row who did a spell check. All right. So top real estate agents know what their goal is. They know what the reality is, always. They're not going to ever tell you, well, wait a minute, I have to check. They know that they know their numbers. Top of page 109, millionaire real estate agents know their goal numbers and track them to make sure they know how they're doing at all times. They set big someday goals, 3-year, annual, monthly, and even weekly goals. And they set them using a consistent set of goal categories. In our experience, these categories can be effectively narrowed down to the 8 most important areas of real estate sales business. So the 8 goal categories from the millionaire real estate agent are: number 1, leads generated. How many leads do I need to generate in order to hit my goals? 20. Number 2, listings. How many listings do I need to take every month in order to be on track to hit my goals? Contracts written. How many contracts do I need to write every month? Maria is in the room. Hello, Maria. How many contracts do I need to write every month in order to be on track to hit my goals? Money. People. Who do I need in my business in order to build the real estate business that I want to build? Mission statement of Keller Williams Realty: to build careers worth having. businesses worth owning. What does a business worth owning look like? Who do I need in my world? What positions do they play? How many administrative assistants do I need in order to achieve my goals? If I'm going to focus my efforts on the listing side of my business, who's playing the buyer side of my business? How many buyer agents will I need? What is their behavioral style? What does their KPA look like? How many showing assistants will I need? People is a big part of building a business worth owning. Systems and tools and personal education. Okay, bottom of the page. By creating key goal categories, goal setting becomes simpler and highly focused. You simply have to run down the list and fill in the blanks. Simple stuff. All right, so as you're setting your goals for 2022, there's a couple tools that you can use in Keller Williams. One of those tools is called a 411. And a 411 focuses on what is my one goal for the year. So what is my one goal for 2022? Aaron, be quiet. Thank you. Now, let's say it's to net $200,000. What model would I go to in the Millionaire Real Estate Agent in order to determine what I need to do in order to net $200,000? Aaron, you're my new favorite. It's the economic model.
He's out of the doghouse? Yeah,
just for a moment.
I heard you yesterday.
Just for a moment. He'll get back in there. Don't worry.
Right.
All right. So I go to my economic model, which starts with the end in mind. Stephen Covey's 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Read that book. Begin with the end in mind. The end in mind is to net $200,000. If my cost of sale is $16,000, which you're part of Keller Williams Coral Springs, that is your cost of sale. And if my expenses are $20,000, operating expenses, then my gross is $236,000. Now, if my average commission, I'm going to go fast, guys, is $10,000, then I'm going to take $236,000 divided by $10,000, and I need to close 24 sales. If my business is 50-50, in other words, 50% on the seller side and 50% on the buyer side, then that means I'm going to have 12 sales on the seller side and 12 sales on the buyer side. Now, if 75% of the listings I take go to closing, then I'm going to take 12 divided by 0.75, and it's probably going to come up to somewhere around 16. You could do it on your smartphone and see how close I came. I promised you I'm pretty close. If my conversion ratio from a listing appointment to a listing taken is 75%, then I'm going to take 16 divided by 0.75. Spot on. Pretty good, huh? I'm going to take 16 divided by 0.75, which is going to tell me I need to go on about 19 listing appointments. I missed that one. So it's 21. All right, so the end result of the economic model is how many appointments do I need to go on in order to net $200,000? You guys following me? I'm moving fast. So we go back to, I think I threw it on the floor. Oh, there it is. Go back to the 411. My goal is to net $200,000. Now, the next part of the 411 is, what do I need to do in January in order to be on track to hit my goal for 2022? And if the goal is 21 listing appointments for the year, Aaron, then in January, I need 2 listing appointments. I'm rounding up. And I need 2 contracts written. And again, I'm rounding up. And that's my goal. I don't need 20 goals. I really only need to focus on 2 listing appointments. As long as I hit my listing goal, the contracts will show up. Now, the next step is to focus on what I need to do week 1, week 2, week 3, and week 4. It's a 4-1-1 in reverse. It's one goal for the year. What's my one goal for 2022? Then what are my goals for this month? That's the 1-1. And the annual goal and the goal for the month are lag measures, LAG, lag measures. Lag measures are the goal. My goal is to get down to my ideal weight of blank. In order to do that, my goal is to lose blank pounds. That's the goal. That's a lag measure. Now, on my weekly activities or on my weekly goals, these are lead measures. Nothing to do with lead generating. Don't confuse it. It's a lead measure. Lead measures, Hervé, are activities. These are the activities that I am going to do. These are my standards that I am going to achieve in order to hit my goal for the month. It's 100 contacts or 100 conversations, which is 20 per day. It's 5 people added to my to my database. It's 20 handwritten notes. It's 5 new 36 touch smart plans launched. It's 1 open house. It's door knock 50 homes. Check, 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 check. I'm on track. Now, at the end of week 1, I'm going to review those activities. This is reality. And if I had 80 contacts, what's the gap? 100 minus 80 is what?
20.
20. The gap is 20. So my goal for week 2 now is what? 120 contacts. You got it. These are non-negotiable standards. They don't go away. They move to the next week. And when I do this, I win the day. I win the week. I win the month, Hervé. And when I win January, I win February, and I win March, and I win April, and I win May, and I win June, by the end of the year, what have I won?
The year.
The year. I won the year. And it started out by winning the day. Think big, focus small. Let's go back to where we started. My goal for the year is to net $200,000. At the end of January, if my net is 10,000, then the reality at the end of January is $10,000 net, and I have a gap. 200,000 divided by 12, Aaron. Should be 8,500.
Yeah.
200,000 divided by 12.
You don't have a gap.
I'm tracking 120.
12 months.
16,000.
Okay, then you do have a gap.
Okay, 16,000.
Yes.
666.
I want to say this.
All right, Lance has got it. Lance, what's my gap?
16,666.
Your gap is 6,000.
That's what I was looking for. That's what I was looking for. My gap is $6,666. Correct? It's correct. So then the goal for February is what? It's the 16,000
66.
plus.
What's it, 10,000?
So-
16.
So the new goal for February is $22,666.
No.
Yes, yes.
Okay, wait.
In order to net, now,
Yes, yes. No.
Yeah.
oh, I've got the teacher confused. I love that.
I didn't teach math. I was saying, let's get the record straight.
Got the teachers.
All right, if my goal is to net $200,000, what is my monthly goal?
$16,666.
Okay, and in January, if my reality is $10,000,
Missing out.
I have a gap of 6,600.
Right, I was there with you. until that.
So then my goal for February is what?
To add the 6,000.
It's $22,660. You guys getting this?
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
yes.
Okay, that's
Don't
fine.
get
So
here.
whatever the goal is, minus your plus your gap becomes the new goal for the following month.
You have to write it down because some people don't do math without visually seeing it. So go back to the first. So
All right.
each month is how much?
All right, in order to, you guys are hilarious.
Right.
In order to net $200,000, my monthly number needs to be
$16,606.
$60. Zero, 10. No, 6, you were right. 6, there's 0.00. Okay,
It's 666.
That's.
okay, yeah, okay.
Guys, you're killing me. Is it $16,666?
$16,666.
All right, there we go. There it is.
right. Running with the devil. Let's go.
Love it.
Okay.
Now, in January,
For the J, for January.
I had net earning of $10,000. Yes or yes?
Yes.
So I
Yes.
subtract 10,000 from $16,660, and I've got a gap of $6,660.
Uh-huh.
All these sixes are making me nuts. Are we good?
Right.
Yeah.
All right,
Yes.
so in February, this minus sign becomes a plus, and you take $16,660 plus your gap,
Right. That's what we.
and your new
23.
net is $22,666. Are we good?
Yes.
Do you get it?
You're not, you're supposed to be 23,332.
Right.
The math's wrong.
All right, Aaron, one more time.
23,332.
You know,
332.
The difference between $1,000 is your goal.
Good thing we're not accountants.
Now we're good.
all right. Here's my question. Do you guys understand the process?
Yes.
Yes, we did a great job on correcting each other's math. And do you understand the process? All right. The other exercise I want you to do is at the end of 2022, what does future positive look like when you hit your goal? What will you do that you're currently not doing when you increase your earned income to whatever your goal is? It could be $1 million, whatever it is. What does future positive look like? What vacations are you going on? What investments are you making? How are you pouring into your children and supporting your family? Are you buying a new home? Are you buying a new car? Are you investing
Out of
more
debt.
money? Getting out of debt? What does future positive look like? Then at the end of every month, what is my present negative? What are the obstacles that are stopping me from going here? Because if I don't remove these obstacles, I am going to end up in future negative. And future negative is PAIN. It's pain. And we're more motivated by avoiding pain than we are by going towards pleasure. This will motivate you. This won't. You'll settle if you focus on future positive. You'll start saying things to yourself like, I'm doing pretty good. It doesn't matter if I don't hit my goals because I still did pretty good and I'm happy. That's cool. I'm glad you're happy. I want you to get here though. And the way you're going to get here is by focusing on future negative, because the pain of future negative will make you do what you need to do in order to get here. Hey. All right. I knew what that looked like this morning when I was preparing for this. I don't know if the end result was exactly what I wanted it to be. And talk to me. What did you hear? Except chaos, because I know you heard chaos, and that's okay. What did you hear? Do you understand the exercise?
Yes.
And if you do understand the exercise, how will you use it? Hervé?
You plan and you adjust as you go.
You plan and you adjust as you go. It's just that simple. Think about it like this. If you were to drive from here to there, wherever there is, I don't know, but not doing this would be like closing your eyes and saying, I hope I get there. We'll see. Zig Ziglar used to say that it would be like running through the jungle in the middle of the night with no lights. You might get there and you might get dead. Clarissa, I saw your hand.
So what are the 9 somethings?
There's 8 goal categories and they are on page 109.
Is one of the progress?
It's not. That's the 9 ways a millionaire real estate agent thinks.
Okay, so 9
It's a
ways.
different conversation.
Oh, well, the 9 ways a millionaire real estate agent thinks is to always think progress.
Progress.
So when you think progress, in thinking about progress, you would need to track your numbers. You need to track that progress
True.
so that you can see whether or not you are actually making that process, getting that 1% better a day.
True. James Shaw would say, true story. Yeah, I know my Shawisms.
Shopping goes on.
Yeah, shopping on Friday.
Oh, I can't wait.
Actually, the very first thing you said this morning was the 8 categories of millionaire real estate agent is about knowing your numbers. It's the very first thing you said.
There we go. Know your numbers. Yeah. Can you imagine if you're playing football or whatever your favorite sport is? And if you don't like sports, then it's another analogy that I can't think of. But it's football for me. Can you imagine if you're playing football and the coach calls a timeout and you run over to the sideline and you're talking to the coach and the coach says, Hervé, really quick, what's the score? How much time is left on the clock? And who has the ball? And your response is, I don't know, coach. Let me look. Get on the bench. I mean, you expect your football team to know the score, to know how much time is left in the game, to know who has the ball. How are they doing based on their goal? The goal is to win the game. If they have a 4-1-1, their 1 is win the game. Their monthly goal is each quarter of the game. And then the activities are what they do in order to win the quarter. And you expect them to know their numbers. They're professionals. Well, so are you. So I'm not being quiet because I don't know what to say, because I always have something to say. At Bold, one of the things that somebody wrote on my paper was talkative, huh?
I wonder who that was.
Yeah, right? I want you to talk. Talk to me. Are you already doing this? Okay, if not, will you start doing this? How will this impact your business? Who would hold you accountable to this activity? If you're doing this on your own and you're holding yourself accountable to the exercise, are you going to be as successful as you would be if somebody is holding you accountable? Now, clearly the answer is I'm going to be more successful if someone is holding me accountable. Then the next question would be, who's that person and how are they holding you accountable? All right. If you guys don't- I heard somebody talking. Go ahead.
It's Kina. You know,
Kina.
you asked about numbers, and I'm sitting here thinking that I've been in sales all my life, and I never paid attention to my numbers because I just kind of hoped it would just grow. And it's listening, and this morning, you're right. If you asked me what my numbers were, I couldn't tell you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good aha, Kina. Hey, it's never too late to create a new habit. If you don't have a scoreboard up in your office, I would encourage you to put a scoreboard up in your office so that your numbers are in front of you all of the time. Besides, it's more fun that way. All right, I've got 9:37. I hope you guys got value today. This is recorded. You can watch it on YouTube. So if you missed something because we were moving at lightning speed, please watch the recording again. If you're not following me on YouTube, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I think that's the right word. If you haven't joined our Survive to Thrive Facebook community page, please do that. And time to get to work. So what is work? Work is 20 conversations, or it's 10, or it's 5, or whatever your number is. But whatever your number is, it's a standard. It's not a goal. We hit standards or we lose our job. Now, if my standard is 10 conversations, it's not 9, it's not 8, it's not 7, because 7 is close enough. So I settle and I don't have the 8th conversation. And the eighth conversation could have been $1 million listing that I didn't get because I didn't have the conversation. It's as simple as that. Have care conversations, not sale conversations. Always start with gratitude. Bring value to every conversation. Focus on building a relationship. Focus on getting an appointment, getting a referral, and adding somebody new to your database every day. Those are standards. Find somebody today that is thinking of selling their home, whether it's 30 days from now, 6 months from now, or a year from now, doesn't matter, because you're looking for opportunity, period, not just opportunity right now. Meet with somebody today that is thinking of selling their home, and then follow up forever, because you reject rejection, because no is not a word that lives in your vocabulary. No simply means not yet. Remember that people will never change their mind, but they will make a new decision based on new information. And when you follow up forever, you're creating emotional proximity. Aaron, I'm coming to you. And you're creating emotional proximity. So when Aaron follows up forever, he rejects rejection. He's creating emotional proximity, so that when I get serious about selling my home and I make a new decision based on new information, that new decision will be to
Hire me.
there it is. Great job, everybody. Whew.